the court. And a man in the bedroom, I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Wait, Daily Wire? Was that a sex joke? With a child present? In fact, participating in the sex joke? Is that not the sexualization of children? You've been making such a fuss about that. Constantly talking about the sexualization of children. You're doing the very thing that you accuse others of doing. Speaking of terrible ideas, if you don't know, a lot of the people who work for the Daily Wire, from Jeremy Boring to Ben Shapiro, a lot of them are failed writers, failed producers, failed executive producers. Jeremy Boring, as you see on camera, who's probably now going to add being a failed actor to his long list of prestige, they started a movie wing. The Daily Wire did, in order to produce movies that are not woke, that go against mainstream Hollywood and its indoctrination, and to fight the culture wars first on. Now, they have not had a lot of success, and they've kind of just had to, you know, find homes on the Daily Wire network, and then, you know, promote themselves, you know, say like Matt Walsh's transphobic hit piece, What is a Woman? That one apparently is one of the most successful documentaries of all time, but it's hard to really measure how successful it is when, again, its main viewing distribution center happens to be the Daily Wire. They have released a couple of their movies in theaters in order to be able to claim that they are in fact doing theatrical releases. We know Gina Carano's film, for example, unfortunately only brought in an estimated $1,800 at the box office, so wasn't exactly the you know, Hollywood destroying beast that it was advertised to be. It was said that this was going to be the film that is uncancelable. You can no longer cancel us, and now they got this one, which apparently is an idea that evolved from a desire to, again, make more transphobic content and try to push that onto mainstream audiences. This one is kind of silly. I haven't seen the trailer. We're about to watch it, so enjoy the cringe. But I have seen video after video that's been pumped out faster than the left can respond to them about how triggered the left is already. I mean, you can't pre-trigger people, right? You can't be like, all of you leftists are so triggered by this movie that hasn't come out yet, and they're all really mad about it. So say I, Matt Walsh. Yeah, you've all been triggered. Now, of course, I'm putting triggered in quotation marks because, again, this is a term that the right, like the term woke, has taken and reappropriated for their own uses, and it basically means annoyed to them. Like, oh, what are you, leftists annoyed? Yeah, at the fact that we made another transphobe? No, it's exactly what I expect you to spend your money on. This is exactly what I expect you to make. This is exactly what I expect you to release, because you said you were going to do it, and you've been doing it. This is what you do. Yes, you are a profitable company that takes in lots of money from subscription services, and you've been using that to, again, keep pretending that the left is super outraged at the really shitty movies you make that get viewed by no one other than your own fans. So, cool stuff.
In a world where women...
I'm glad you're bringing back In a World, at least. You know, I feel like more In a World voice actors need the ability to say it. Probably wouldn't work for this because they're like, oh, that garbage. No, I'm not going to do that. I will save In a World for the true movies that deserve it.
Women's sports is being transformed. The Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of...
See, like, y'all are the meme. You realize that, right? Like, you keep doing cringe and then acting why everyone, like, I swear, the metaphor of, like, the quartering, you know, he said he, like, shit himself because he had, like, a burrito, not realizing that he was lactose intolerant, and then he went to a Walmart, and then he was like, oh, God, can't handle myself again, and then shit himself, and then obviously people are like, oh, fucking disgusting. What are you, triggered? Are you all triggered by me? Yeah? You don't like the smell? Triggered much?
The year.
But by the way, this same bit has been done so many times, even way prior to, like, you know, the whole transphobic shit, the Daily Wire. Like, this has been the plot of actual other films before, you know? There's been multiple movies where it's like, holy shit, yeah, this guy is about to wrestle a woman who's much smaller. I mean, I guess the bit doesn't work when you put, like, a small dude against a really, really muscly woman, because that, like, I mean, it would be the exact same thing, which has also been done, again, tons of times. We've seen it, you know?
Guys, this is serious.
South Park did it better. I mean, South Park is basically going to be a template for, I'm sure, a lot of this film.
Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient.
I like that Jeremy Boring finally, like, he's like, I gotta put myself in this. I gotta get it. Come on, I gotta live the dream. Okay, can I just be the coach? You know, I mean, Taika Waititi has Michael Fassbender. I want to be the coach in the story here.
And becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you know how he identifies.
If you can beat
Whoa, original jokes. My God, I'm so triggered. I can't help myself at all the triggering this is causing.
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
Hey, oh, it's like the Marvel universe. We're getting people from all elements of the Daily Wire together here. You know, this Matt Walsh. I wonder if he's going to play like some kind of annoying liberal progressive figure. That was actually a character he used to do back in the day. You know, let's see if he saw. Oh yeah, here it is. And there it is. The old Matt Walsh sketches. You know, where he didn't really have the same budget back then, so he actually has to take like a Sharpie and put it on as like, I am woke. The left. Yeah, just so you know, I'm a Ben Garrison cartoon come to life. Yeah, here's my new character. Yeah.
Says you were a great coach back in the day.
join
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Wait, Daily Wire? Was that a sex joke? With a child present? In fact, participating in the sex joke? Is that not the sexualization of children? You've been making such a fuss about that. Constantly talking about the sexualization of children. You're doing the very thing that you accuse others of doing. My word. So that makes you all groomers and pedophiles, right? By definition, you're all a bunch of groomers and pedophiles who want to sexualize children. And then you made a movie and put it out there. Holy shit. Damn. All right.
Coach? Alex, we could play basketball.
We'd have to get the whole team back together.
it's time
We're in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
to play
It's time for the idea that's been done multiple times by other people who actually have a little bit more talent than we do. But hey, it's the first time you've ever heard of this idea, right? Because we're going to be blatantly transphobic while we do it.
Lady Balders. Man up.
like a girl.
I'm with her.
Okay, so, hey, by the way, as someone who worked in the film industry, I can tell you some of the most expensive shots to do, especially in films that have stadiums, is, again, the stadium shot, because you need to hire a lot of extras. So that's expensive, right? I was actually one of the extras that you'll see in Best in Show. And some of the studios have actually started using technology to try and either replicate the same extras that they'll see, and sometimes they're going to use AI, and sometimes they're actually going to take your digital likeness. I wasn't an extra in that period of time, but they can actually take pictures of you, and then they own the rights to your likeness, and then they can start using you in perpetuity without ever having to hire you again, because they don't want to have to actually pay people out, because again, expensive. Or you could just, you know, do this. Let's not even get the digital team together and then actually try to fill the stadium. Let's just, you know, we'll just whatever. Movie's almost finished.
Believe in my truth. This is my truth.
Pro heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
to Shiro.
Oh, so that's supposed to like be a dig on Dylan Mulvaney and how she talked about becoming a woman and the process behind it and put it on social media. Well, again, I can't. I'm so beside myself. I'm just so passionately triggered right now by how incredible this film actually looks, and it's really going to make waves. It's really going to change the culture, you know, once this movie has a wide theatrical release and does really well and just as a box office smash, and then tons of people are like, I wasn't going to be transphobic before, but then I saw that movie and I laughed, and because it was good, I am transphobic.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
Ha, you Europeans, you actually value that. It's not even called soccer over there. What's it called? Football? Football's American for pigskin. You goddamn Euros. Euro trash.
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Excuse me. Are these seats open?
Never mind.
Whoa, speaking of the extended universe, we have another guest star. I wonder if there's going to be a post-credit scene, you know? Something where, like, Michael Knowles just pops out of nowhere and he's like, I'll never tell. Dun, dun. Whoa, what movie is that advertising?
Getting dunks. And tucking trunks.
No, she didn't.
Okay, so they're going a little extra here. You can tell they're starting to try and fill the stadium. It's still not really going the full distance, but there's some more people in the stadium and/or some more digital extras.
That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lake.
Whoa, yeah, don't worry, everybody. It's not just transphobic. It's racist, too, because we need to trigger everyone. You're also triggered, aren't you?
I don't care.
Lady Ball.
Whoa! I know him! That's Piero! He's got a show on the Daily Wire, too! Holy shit! Everyone's in this one!
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, so it's not going to get a wide theatrical release that could actually disrupt the culture war. It's actually just going to be right on your network like every other shitty movie that you guys make and release, and then everyone has to pretend they love it. It's like, hey, yeah, I don't watch all those woke superhero TV shows that try to show that, like, fascism are the bad guys and Nazis are bad or something like that. The Boys? No, I'm not down with that, okay? I'm watching the new superhero TV show that's exclusive to the Daily Wire, and that one's really good and riveting, because they you know, talk about how they tokenized a black superhero and they all call him like the black guy, and it's really funny because of that, and I love it, and it has a special effect. Did you say special effects? No, effect. They have an effect. They put some money into a moment where there's like it's cool. No, I love my subscription. It's well worth the price of twice the cost of Netflix.
Daily Wire Plus, December 1st.
Okay, well, now you've all seen the trailer. I guess my audience watching live right now, we've got almost 600 people. I guess all of you are sufficiently triggered, right? Have you all been triggered? And are you all now beside yourselves? Can you believe that they would make this to their own audience and release it on their own platform, and that's who's going to see it? And the same platform that is pretty decidedly fucking extremely transphobic is making a transphobic movie. Can you believe that? Huh. Oh my. So, Matt.
Okay, we'll start with some homegrown news here. Yesterday, the Daily Wire CEO, Jeremy Boring, posted the trailer to our next film, our first feature-length comedy.
I'm slightly annoyed. Oh no, that means you're triggered, leftist. Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, the triggerist. Oh, someone has been so triggered they become triggerist. Ah.
Which is called Lady Ballers. And many people have pointed out that prior to this, you know, for years now, many people have been pointing out, I have certainly not been the only one, that by all rights, there should obviously be a sports comedy making fun of the absurd idea that men can compete in women's sports. It's a ridiculous idea. It's an idea that is just begging to be satirized, and someone should do it. But Hollywood, well, first of all, they don't make real comedies anymore.
Oh,
which I don't even mean that as hyperbole. They just don't make comedies anymore. And they certainly, if they did make one, on the rare occasion that they do make a comedy, they aren't going to make one on this subject. So instead, we decided to make that film, the film which should exist, and now it does. Here's the trailer. Watch.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed.
No, we've already seen this. Don't worry. It worked. We were all just so offended, and I can't believe it. Oh, wow, that really fills up the runtime, don't it, Matt, when you got to make a video that day? Oh, God, got to work. Yeah. Well, how many does Jeremy Boring want today? 3 segments. Holy fuck. Oh, what do we got? Yeah. Okay. Hey, yeah. Let's put the trailer in there. Yeah, I'll eat it up.
A tired character appeared briefly in the trailer, and yes, that character was me. This is what I look like in the film. Let's put that up just in case you missed it.
Whoa. Whoa. Reveal much? Oh, damn. Spoilers, Matt.
That's right. You know, and I just want to give some background on this. I'm not even sure how much of this I'm supposed to say, but here's what actually happened. This is the real. This is like this is how this came about. Is several months ago, Jeremy pulled me into his office and handed me a script for this movie without any context whatsoever, and told me to read the script in like an hour and a half. And then after I read it, I would find out what character he wants me to play. So I read the script. It was a great script. It was hilarious. And only after reading it was I informed that the idea was for me to play the most liberal character in the entire film.
And by the way, this is coming at a time when I'm sure you've all seen Riley Gaines. Of course, Riley Gaines is the 5th place loser of a swimming competition who decided, well, you know what? I could turn this into a profitable career, making trans people's lives scarier and more dangerous. And yeah, she could have been a 4th place, not on the podium. Wouldn't have been able to claim to be a winner. You're still not placing in the top 3. But could have been a 4th place loser. Instead, she's a 5th place loser. And so that began her vendetta against trans people. But she's now saying that chess, of course, is a category in which obviously there should be gendered bias and separation, because again, men and our massive craniums, you know, our 20,000 IQ brains, we have more innate ability to be able to perform and play in chess than women do. Yeah, it has absolutely nothing to do that the sport itself has been dominated primarily by men, and it is a men's game and men's league, and that it is quite difficult, of course, to have women to climb up the echelon of the chess mastery.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form, available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback, because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This show is produced by amazing people like you, and if you want to help us out, please consider donating over at patreon.com/theserfs. The show is made possible thanks to Amazing Fletch, Anna Loves Riley, Ariane McCarthy, Cheryl Alvarez, Doug Cady, Everything Important, Hagbard Celine, Laminia Panza, Matthew Scarborough, Multimondi, Omni, Peanut Butter Blondie, Political Pappy, Quiet 185, Rachel K, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Ruby K, Sir Nickus, Spinach Monster, Stellar Vision, Sebastian Demo, Tech Tink, Trevbot EXE, Words Greenwood, and not to mention all of the amazing and fabulous people you now see before you.